suggestion, and it's something I hadn't thought much about, but now that you say it, it's tremendous.
Yeah, just one of the things I just want to reiterate. First of all, how many more people want to speak? Oh, everybody's getting energized, huh? If you're going to say what somebody else said, if you have something new and fresh, please present it. But if it's the same, you know, let's try to get this completed. In case you don't realize it, the money that is being collected by the parking meters goes into a specific fund to be able to pay for new parking, to light parking lots. Because free parking isn't really free. The village taxpayers have to clean the parking lots, light the parking lots, secure the parking lots, make them safe, resurface them, restripe them, do all those things, and those things cost money. This money from the parking meter goes into that fund specifically for parking, nothing else. And as the mayor said about purchasing properties, building tier parking, or whatever, we're looking at about a $10 million project to bring more parking into the village. Because it's not just finding a space and putting a parking lot. We've got to buy properties, and then you've got to demolish them, then you've got to build parking lots. And property's not cheap. And I spoke to our treasurer today, talking about how much would it be to cost the village taxpayers to bond about $10 million over 30 years, and it's about $500,000 a year. Now, I think most people who are paying attention to government know that we are under a 2% tax cap, which makes it even that more difficult to do these kind of things on the taxpayer's dollar. So, as the mayor said, we need to look at other ways to do that, whether it's to tax the business owners to pay for that $500,000 a year, and you do the math, and I'm sure Lori or anybody else who owns a business here would certainly not like to get taxed any more than they're getting taxed today. So we look at the parking meter as being used by those people who utilize the service, which are the people from mostly out of town who are using the services.
Which isn't a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing at all. It's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, because if our businesses had to rely on only village residents to do business in the village, we wouldn't have a booming downtown. But somebody's got to pay for that parking. And if the business owners prefer to be taxed on it, we can work on something. And then an additional tax to each business, and then we can build these lots and build tier parking and to increase our parking. There are 3 or 4 different locations now that we're looking at to increase our parking system. So if the business owners, the Chamber of Commerce want to put together a plan and say, okay, tax us, we will do it. So that's all I have to say. Next.